This video is going to be a quick unboxing and overview on the new Unication G5 series pager that the City of Pasadena Fire Department is moving to for their paging and alerting needs. Inside the box you will see your new G5 Unication pager. The battery has already been pre-installed into the device, as well as the belt clip. Inside the box you have a notice saying that you must charge your battery for 5 hours prior to the first time use. It was pre-charged just enough to get programmed, so when you do take ownership or when you take assignment of this pager, you will need to charge it. Also inside you have a quick guide that shows some of the mappings of the buttons and also some of the legends of what icons mean what. Some of this may have been changed in programming, which I'll go through later. Further inside the box, you have a small stubby antenna that is required for the pager to be used. Simply screw it in, turning to the right clockwise until it is hand tight. Do not over tighten, it will damage the pager. The antenna must remain installed on the pager for the pager to properly work. Further into the box, you have a USB power brick and a supplied micro USB and USB-A power cord. You will also be given a drop-in desktop charger. There's the micro USB port that you will plug this cable into. You will plug this into the power brick and the power brick into the wall. If you're receiving power to the charging unit, this light will stay green. It's also important to note that in the back of this you do have a USB-A out. This can be used to plug in a phone charger or any type of other charger that's needing a USB type power supply, and this charger will actually charge your phone or other USB powered accessory. To simply charge this unit, you would drop it in, just like our Miniature series that we're used to. And as you push it in, you pull the belt clip out and it will secure it to the charger. The only indication that you will get from the pager that if this pager is charging is if the pager is on. You will be able to see the C indicator there, and you will also see the battery indicator continue to climb until it is fully charged. This red light will turn off when this unit is fully charged. It will take about 3 to 4 hours to fully charge this unit, and this unit will only last about 8 to 12 hours on a single charge due to the technology inside and the new radio system that is being utilized. Start off by turning the pager off to go over the overview of the unit itself. We have some buttons here that on the overview, on the quick guide, it will show that these are programmed a certain way. These have actually been unprogrammed. On the old unit, the Miniature series, that button was a reset button. With this unit, the reset button is no longer required. These buttons will simply wake the screen when the unit is on. Moving further down, you do have a micro USB charging port. It is important to note that even though it is a micro USB charging port, it is recommended that you use the supplied Unication power brick and power cord to optimally charge this unit. If you do have a micro USB charging port in your charging cord in your vehicle or at your office or any other place that you do need to give this unit a quick charge, you can do so, but it is recommended that to fully charge this unit you use the supplied base and or the supplied power cord and brick. On the front of the screen you have a multicolor LCD display. You have a few function buttons here, which I'll go through in a little bit. This side is empty. On top you have, again, your antenna. You have your position switch here, which is going to be very similar to the position switch of the Miniature series that we are so used to. and then your volume and power knob. You should not have to remove the battery cover with this unit. For the sake of curiosity, I'm going to remove the battery cover to show you what's inside. Underneath you have a removable battery, and you also have the Homeland Security sticker that is used for inventory purposes. You also have some weather stripping inside that helps with the waterproofing of the unit. Again, you shouldn't have to remove the battery cover at any time for this. Powering the unit on is the same as the Miniature series. You simply turn the volume knob on. I'm going to raise it to about 2/3 volume. You will see the boot up animation. Once the pager affiliates and finds the tower, you will get a voice notification of what setting you are in.
Fire 1, closed, alert.
In this case, I am in position 1, which will mimic position A of the Miniature series pager. Position 1 is monitoring Fire 1, and it is in the closed position, which means no radio traffic will be coming over this pager unless the pager is activated, unless your district is activated or the general is activated. Some of the things to notice on the screen: you see the Pasadena Fire Department emblem and also our name. You see the District 6 and 9, which will indicate what programming is inside this pager, and also the name of the person that this pager is assigned to. You will then see Pasadena, which is just showing that this radio is affiliated to the Pasadena radio system. And it again is on position 1, which is Fire 1 enclosed. And the RFSS site ID is just extra information that cannot be taken off the screen at the time. The top left-hand corner, you have the time. You have signal strength indication. This is a on-duty location, on-duty icon, which all positions will remain on duty, and your battery indicator. Once your battery indicator gets low, you will receive audio warnings saying that your battery is low. You will receive on-screen notification that your battery is low and needs to be charged. Moving further down, you have a couple of soft key buttons here. ZC stands for zone and channel. If you click that button, it will only give you the option to select the Pasadena zone. This button right here is the back button. You can hit details, and it'll kind of give you the position of what each position does, which I'm going to go through anyways. The next button here is for inbox, which is your message box. This pager does have the capability to record every message that gets pushed out onto your pager once your district is alerted, and you will be able to review that message and delete it. The FSSSTS button has been locked out. You have a lock button here that when you press it, it actually enables a key guard. So no matter what button you push, it will not function. For whatever reason, if you need to unlock it, you press the white down button and then the back button, and you will get a message saying that it is unlocked. This button is kind of a menu button. You can click it and you will be able to go through some of the options for the device. A lot of the options have been removed due to just the simplicity of the use of the unit. You can click on message box, function status. This unit does have Bluetooth, but we have turned it off just for the sake of battery consumption. If you click on function settings, you have the ability to change from tone, vibrate, silent. Do not change this, because this is what's gonna function as your vibrate or your vibrate only or your tone alert. We hope to, in a later version of firmware update, to lock that out. That's the only thing that you need to be careful of, because if you change it, if you don't know how to change it back, it will have to come back in for programming. Moving a little further into the message box. Again, this is going to be a list of all your messages that you have received. You can click play.
Tone test, disregard your tone.
And it will play back the message.
Tone test only, disregard your tone.
These are some of the messages I said over the radio yesterday while I was doing some of the testing.
Test only, disregard your tone. All 500, disregard your test only.
When you are looking at the list of the message box, you can hit this white button and hit the blue button to delete all, which is DELA. It'll ask you to confirm. You hit delete, and then your message will be deleted. So moving forward on the functionality of the knob switches, again, this is going to mimic what the minuter had on it, or what the minuter did. So position A is position 1, B2, C3, and so on and so forth. So in position 1, the pager again is closed. It is monitoring fire 1, which means you will not receive any type of active voice transmission coming from the pager unless you get alerted with your district tone or your general tone. Position 2.
Fire 1, open, alert.
Which is the open position that a lot of us it's commonly known as to a lot of us. This will open up the pager, and any traffic at all that's going over fire 1, whether it be from a fire truck, another fireman that's utilizing radio, will go over the pager. It does not need to be alerted. And it will, when it alerts, it will alert in a vibrate and a loud beeping noise. Position 3, you will not get a voice notification because position 3, just like position C on this pager, is silent. Position C is fire 1 closed, silent, which means you will not get any voice traffic over this unit except when your district tone is dropped or a general is dropped, which in that case your pager will actually vibrate only, and then the radio will open up. Position 4 is fire 1 open, silent, again to mimic position D on this pager, which the pager will be open to all traffic. You'll be able to hear everything going over fire 1, regardless if you are alerted or not. In the event that you are alerted, your pager will alert in a vibrate mode only. Moving a little bit further, if you messed with the minuter and you got to position E, F, G, H, etc., you got an error on this pager and it will not function. One of the benefits of this pager that we are moving to is that we now have the ability to monitor and listen to fire 2. So, going to the next position, position
Fire
5,
2.
you will get an audible notification saying that you are on fire 2. You will be able to listen to fire 2 traffic in the event that we are operating on a tactical channel fire 2 on our active scene. With the pager in the fire 2 position, you will still receive an alert notification if the general is dropped or your district tone is dropped. It will not be in vibrate, it will be in full alert mode. That's something you want to keep in mind. Again, if you are in the position 5, which is the fire 2 position, you will be alerted for your district and all generals. Moving forward, we also have the capability of
Fire Command 1.
listening to Fire Command 1, which also shares the capability of Fire Command 2. If you're listening to Fire Command 1 and you get toned out for a call, your pager will alert. Same thing
Fire Command 2.
for Fire Command 2. Moving further to position 8, this position is going to be the full VHF backup. We are moving away from VHF, obviously because of the quality that we're getting out of these pagers, but that system will still be maintained and still be intact in case we need to use it as a backup. So you will only move to position 8
VHF backup.
when instructed to do so by administration and or dispatch. Again, do not operate on VHF backup. VHF is strictly going to be for the backups, for backup. So do not use VHF backup position 8 unless you are told by dispatch or administration.